Ladies and gentlemen, a shed update, and it is about mid-40s, early morning, and I even had to put on Mr. Sweater in here, but it feels good. So I am making a little bit of a headway in the shed, trying to get everything cleaned up. Still working on the top, but down here I kind of had to stack stuff and trying to get everything put up. Need to sweep the floor, but anyway, I will hopefully get to it. I need to spend a little more time in here, but had bad arm, which was put a damper on a few things. But anyway, a shed update. One thing, I have a conundrum, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, digital models. How do you display them? How do you store them? I understand how you store them, but like, for example, I have a lot of free models that you can download for your 3D printer. Like most of everything I've downloaded has been female, and that's a female Autobot that I was learning how to print without supports, and good. I was still learning as we speak, but anyway, trying to figure out how to not display, but again, the shed's going into the digital age, so I got to figure out a way how to either write down what I've downloaded and put on memory cards and put in here, because I don't really want to put them, well, if I put them in the house, it's more of the, might get lost, put in a drawer or a tote or something, but at least in the shed out here, it'd be with the model. And I even may have to make like a little tiny digital section, but anyway, got to figure out how to do the digital models inside the art. And I got to put that up because that goes back in the house, so I do not want to lose it. So, ladies and gentlemen, a shed update. And again, trying to put up stuff. Everyone knows that I like the little book nooks, and that's the medic one that I did. And I'm trying to, like, for example, trying to fit the book nooks inside the model kits, where you start seeing models, then you see a book nook, just like you would like books, but model kits. So that's got to go upstairs. Got to try to figure out to fit that in, and it's just one of those almost never ending, if you will. But anyway, we'll get there, hopefully get it cleaned up. I don't normally I add some toys in here if it's model related, but sometimes I like to add little things that makes the shed unique. And this is an old school, I'd say probably 90s, late 80s, early 90s, little McDonnell airplane, which is Birdie, which, the female of the group, so had to have that. That was, and technically, you don't have the wheels, but technically it is a model kit. It does come 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 pieces, but it's simple. Oh, there's the date on it. God, I can't see. 86. Good year. But anyway, it's one of those, I like to add little things like that to the art, which is just, makes it just a little bit different. Again, we're going to talk about a little garage sale, consignment stores, for example. Everyone knows what that is. That was in the dime box at a garage sale. Everyone was passing it up, and I'm like, oh my God. I know it's missing the wings and the engines, but still, for a dime, for conversion, anything you need, cockpit's still there, and I assume it still works, Anyway, fascinates me what people, get rid of, and what I find valuable. But anyway, and I like the Rebel kits. I know I'm in the minority, but I do like these. I think they're really excellent for what they are. So, adding a partial U-wing to the art, and I don't know when it's coming. Probably a month or two. In preparation of it, trying to do my little research. Because I pre-ordered it, and I wish it was a couple years ago it came out, because I could have bought a couple more. But we're we're going to talk about the moon suit when it comes out, because if you notice, that's kind of based off of a 60s Time Life cover book, but it's also based off of Major Matt Mason and his moon suit, which when we do the kit, when we look at the kit, we want to look at the toy too, you know, so everything matches. But anyway, that's a classic toy that the Major Matt Mason will go with the moon suit from Monarch when it comes out. So that's on the to-do list, and I was digging through stuff trying to find one of the first resin kits that I ever really mass-produced. I mean mass-produced. That is the Destruction Star Trek 3 Enterprise 1/1000 scale. I did a bunch of these. I mean, a bunch every day for a very long time, and that was always a fun kit. And you can tell this is one of those, you know, the mold was coming, taking, you know, chunks out, and you could take epoxy sculpt and redo it, you know, and add to it if you had to. But anyway, that was a very fun. I think it builds up to a great kit. It's pretty accurate. A lot of study and everything, plus took a little liberty in the 1/1000 scale. But anyway, I think I have one in the shed, but I ain't certain, and I was digging around. I don't know where this came out of. So anyway, I will add that to the Star Trek section. So garage sales, and I'm gonna have to break this up because I actually bought a bunch of kits at a garage sale recently, and I have to say he liked his Corvettes, and one, the Monogram 32nd scale Mako Shark, which I like these kits a lot because they're 32nd scale, which you can do 35th and get away with it, and I like these. I think they're, I wish these would really take off than the 24/25 scale. I know everyone's bigger, you know, but I have a special spot for the Monogram kits, and I have a bunch of these because I did like them. I like the variety that Monogram came out with in the 32nd scale, and now Atlantis is doing the 32nd scale kits, which I think is just but anyway, this is still sealed. And old school Hobby Lobby, if you can see the price tag. Look at that, highway robbery. God, that's a lot. And so vets, I don't know where that came out of. I gotta find that. 1/20th scale turbo vet, which anyway, it's in. Now it's got shelfware, you know, boxes crushed in, but other than that, it's in really good shape. Not started, and I did open it earlier. It's one of those, when did that come out? 1979. Classic. But anyway, I don't have one of these, especially in the 1/20th scale, and it's old MPC. So again, you know, classic vets, and there's a bunch more. There's a few others I have to I haven't even gone through yet. I always go through everything, make sure the wheels, you know, windshield, you know, even the 40-year-old decals that are in there are still in there if you need, you know. This is one of those. But anyway, a classic MPC kit. There's a consignment store I like to go to. I like to visit the lovely ladies there every Saturday because they do whole things for me, and just like to go there. It's just a fun atmosphere. And they had the 53 Ford truck here. Now this is the Coca-Cola reissues from AMT, which you know, they just put the Coca-Cola logo. I really don't care about the kit. I mean, it's cool and all, and I have some of these upstairs, but the thing that I am most excited about is you get the ice box and the of course that's old school, or the vending machine, and the dolly, or the two-wheeler, for the, that's the thing that really, you know, I think personally makes the kit, is getting the vending machine. But anyway, that's just me, you know. I like the odd, you know, everyone's like, I even bought one at a hobby store, and everyone's like, "Ah, you're buying that for the vending machine." And they were absolutely right, because that's what I wanted. But anyway, I have getting to have an extensive Coca-Cola AMT collection because I've been wanting vending machines. But anyway, adding I would say the truck, but we're really adding the vending machine to the art. A couple more things. Number one, again, as I started out, I like my book nooks, and they have, I call these not the greatest ones, but they were really cheap, and I pick them up because basically you don't have, I never use the sides or anything, so basically you get the box, but you get a light kit with it. So for the very cheap price, it's cheaper to buy a kit, and you can buy blank ones and make your own, and these are still, I mean, 75% cheaper than a blank one. Couldn't believe it. But anyway, I picked these up because I do have a little book nook section started here inside the Ark, and may use that down the road. I do have a plan for it, but I got to see if it'll turn out the way I think it will. A couple of new kits. One, and I had this on order, I guess, a long time because I really don't remember it. And I missed out on the first wave, and that is the Clone Trooper, because I have regular Stormtrooper, First Order Stormtrooper, Shore Trooper, the Black Troopers, and you know, all the ones, the variants, but I never did get the clone. And I wanted the clone one because you get 2 helmets. You get episode 2, if the light would not do it, episode 2 and episode 3 helmets. And I think it's one of those versatile kits. I mean, you can make anything out of the clones. And of course, you know me, I have 2, which that's the way we like to do it here inside the art. So adding more clones to the art. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, everybody posts what they can find in Ollie's. If you have an Ollie's, I highly recommend you go once a week or twice a week if you can, because they do have stuff that at a fraction of the price, and that is the Flame Toys G.I. Joe Snake Eyes kit. This is the one I didn't own. They have 4 kits of Joe. They have Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, and 2 motorcycles, one for each character. I don't have the motorcycles yet. Not really a high priority. If I got them cheap enough, I would. I like Flame Toys, but I don't like the price. I think these are too high. These are 1/12 scale, which are the 6-inch action figures. And honestly, I'd rather buy the figure than the model kit. It's half the price, and I can get 2 figures, and pretty much the same articulation. Maybe this may have a little bit more, and it may be a tad bit different, but otherwise articulation and everything, the figure's pretty close, and I would rather do that. But anyway, all these came through. I didn't have one of these, and I wanted I definitely wanted to add Snake Eyes to the G.I. Joe section up there, which to go with the old Rebel kits. But anyway, I do like Flame Toys. I like the subject matter. I like all the, because they did all the Transformers, and I had to quit on the Transformers because the price kept going up, and that was just one thing that I understand that prices do go up, but it was getting to the point where was it worth it, you know? But anyway, we're adding Snake Eyes to the Ark. So that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. I am still trying to clean up, man. I need to come in here and I got to restack a few things, and I've just about got everything down here ready to restack so we can add another load to it. And then we got to finish upstairs, get the shelves somewhat stable and stacked on so we can sweep the floor and continue on. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. We are adding lots of goodies to the Ark, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.